following program is an exclusive Disruption Networks production.
Get excited. It's the Electric Company reunion party Friday, July 20th at Wakely's, 700 Varick Street. That's right, 700 Varick Street, the old EC. We're getting the gang back together, and we're partying old EC style. Peter Prince and Moonboo Lover will be providing the live entertainment. It's only a $5 cover at the door. Live broadcast from the D, raffles, games, prizes, and a few special announcements we're going to be making on this night. Get excited, because you know there ain't no party like an EC party, because the EC party don't stop. Friday, July 20th at Wakely's. See you there.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when three top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Yo, law infidels, that's right. It's Hacker Hameen.
This is Al Schneer from the band Mo.
Hey, this is Corey Glover from Living Color.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
Live on EC Radio with the Z-Man. So take the pizza out of your fat moron mouth. Sit back and listen before I give you a $5 face slap. You'll never forget, infidels. YOLO.
Welcome to EC Radio Podcast. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for joining the Disruption team, and we hope that you will support all of our sponsors. And of course, we appreciate you listening to this program.
EC Radio, Disruption Networks. EC Radio, Disruption Networks.
Broadcasting from the Todd Williams and the Apple Box Video Productions Broadcasting Tower. It's EC Radio. What's up, everybody? Woo!
I think Todd just got wood.
We gave him some love. Todd deserves all the love he can get. He does, especially here around the D. He does. What's happening, everybody? Z here hanging.
He needs love around the D.
He needs love for his D, as a matter of fact. It's me, Z. How you doing, people? Hope you're enjoying your Thursday. It's Thursday today, right?
Yeah, all
Thank
day.
you. Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Joining me, as always, my man, the tag team partner, my broham, my mans and them, Chicken.
What up?
How you doing, bud?
What's going on, man?
We're waiting on the arrival of Amigo. He's coming in today.
Really?
Yeah, the arterial's backed up a little bit.
I haven't seen him since the last time he was here.
Yeah, same here.
Only on the D.
When he did that?
Yep.
Only on the D.
I love when he does that shit. But yeah, he'll be here in a little bit. We had the big night over at the Saranac Brewery last night.
Oh, yeah. How was that show?
Revolution, how you feeling? Put it up, buddy, man.
It must have smelled
I mean
wonderful.
nothing. Bumbleclot, man.
Must have smelled wonderful.
It was
there.
great. It was awesome. It was a great show. I love the Jamaican Rastafarian vibe. I love them. Everybody's so happy and just in their zone, and all they want to do is smoke weed. That's it. And drink beer, of course. And delicious beer over there from our friends at Saranac Brewery. But last night was cool, man. Chicken, that was your night to go because it was like
there was
more women than men. at that concert last night. There really was. Telling
I
you.
believe it.
It was
I believe it.
awesome. Everybody had a great time, and big ups to our peeps from Creative Concerts for putting on another dazzling,
And it was
spectacular
beautiful
event.
night for it too.
Oh, it's a great night. The weather's been awesome, man.
Yeah, you can't complain. I mean, the one day you get rain,
Right.
and you get 1-2 days of rain, and that's good. That's what you need. You need more. You know, like
Indeed. Got the big show on Sunday, too, over there at Saranac with Dispatch. Dispatch has, they were really popular back in the day. They were like on the same vein as like OAR, Dave Matthews type of thing. Big in that little realm. I know it's not your thing, but people like it, okay, chicken?
no, I get it. I understand.
Whatever. Anyway, so they haven't been relevant for a while. They broke up for a while, and then now they're coming back. And this is a band that has sold out Madison Square Garden consecutively.
Wow.
They're coming to Saranac Brewery. Big night this Sunday, July 15th with Dispatch. So get out there, get your tickets at cctix.com for more information.
You say that was one of the top selling shows this summer, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, at the brewery for sure.
Yeah, that's
Indeed. This is when everything starts kicking in. This is when you're going to start taking over a little bit more and more, and I'm going to be fading out a little less and less, unfortunately. But I got to work and get out there. And I'm actually going to deliver a lot of great content, too, when I'm out on the road.
Yeah, you get some things planned.
I got some things planned, too. Some real big things planned, so we're going to have a lot of fun. But, Chicken's going to take over soon and do some thing. I'm going to line him up some guests, and he's got some things going and get him all ready and prepped up for the D-line, which will be happening in a couple months, believe it or
excited. Football season's coming.
Believe it or not, it's always football season, though. I feel like it's still like out there, and there's always gossip and drama and news
now
surrounding
you got
the
Shady
NFL.
McCoy going up on charges of assault. Something to do with his girlfriend getting beat up.
Yeah, well,
So,
there he goes again.
but then again, he was in Florida, so like, I don't know how they put.
No, that shit happens in hockey. All I'm saying. Anyway, so we got that going on. We've got a lot of things happening.
Speaking of hockey, though,
yeah.
The
Good thinking, buddy. Duh. See, this is why I got you around, chicken.
together we form a half a brain.
Yes, we do. More of a quarter of a brain, but it's a quarter pounder. Anyways, you're talking about the blind hockey thing.
Yes,
our friends from Cavi had just recently, just not even like 5-10 minutes ago, sent us out this press release that CABV, the Central Association for Blind and Visually Impaired, CABV, that's what they're called, our friends, are bringing. This kind of blows my mind because there's going to be a game going on, and it's going to be held July 21st, and all the proceeds are going to be to benefit the USA Blind Hockey Team.
which is killed. Like,
There's a blind
they're, like,
USA hockey. There's a blind hockey team. This blows me away.
I know they're hearing, they could, but like there's so much echo in a hockey rink.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When it hits the backboard, it's like echoes. Like, how do you know where it's coming from? Like,
well, from when I'm reading in this press release, the president of CABV or the president of
it's impressive.
The president of rehabilitation was at a disabled hockey festival that took place, and the event welcomed players that were deaf, hard of hearing, warrior standing amputee, and blind and visually impaired. So it's a little bit of, I think it's a mixture of everything. But they're
really
putting
cool.
together the USA Blind Hockey Team, and they're looking to propose to bring the very first USA Blind Hockey training camp to Central New York. How cool is that?
That's really cool.
This is neat. This would be interesting to watch. In fact, we should go check
This is
out.
a hockey town. too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I'm hoping we could check this out. It's happening July 21st at the Whitestown Community Center, where there's going to be some local hockey players playing against this blind hockey team.
It's really impressive. I'm like really like.
If there's no, like, you need hand-eye coordination to play
Right.
hockey. So it's all hand-hand coordination.
I mean, then they put the
Or
tracers
ear.
on the
hand-to-ear coordination.
on the puck so you can actually follow it on TV because it moves so fast.
I don't know, but this will be very interesting. July 21st, check it out if you want to go see some blind hockey. And all the benefits to the $7 ticket at the Whitestown Community Center on July 21st goes to the USA Blind Hockey Team. $7. It's only $7.
Maybe it's a special puck. Like, it gives off a sound.
I don't know. We should look into this. In fact, let's get our friends from Cavi on the show so they could talk about it.
I like to get somebody from the training camp.
Yeah.
You
or one of the players.
Yeah.
So
great.
Get out of there, Pledgy. Wow, interesting news coming out of Utica. A lot of things happening. And then we were chatting back and forth talking about Amigo, and actually he's pulling up right now, but he was stuck in the arterial. There's a lot of construction going on around town.
Yes.
Which is awesome. It's progress, people.
It is, but my only complaint is when you're working on the arterial, put the change lane signs a little bit more ahead. So it gives people a heads up, because what happens is people get stuck in the other lane. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, crap, I got to get over, and they're cutting people off, and people are yelling and swearing at them. You know, give a brother a little heads up. They got to put them a little further.
I love this. I think we're having 2 guests today. This is no, it's not. This is yes. I love this right now. we got a guest today. Not only do we get Amigo, but we get the presence of one Bryan Edwards. This is exciting. Hi, Bryan. Hey. Good to see you. Westcott Securitiy, my man. You guys look like you just got off the golf course.
Right? You know, they're undercover.
Yeah. Bryan could pass for an undercover cop if he wanted to. Sit in this one, actually. Or sit next to Chicken, either one. And then we have or sit here. Sit here. Yeah, you sit here, brother. You're a first-timer here. You sit right there. My man, Bryan. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, this is it's nice to have some time.
Yeah, get right up in there. Don't be shy. Grab that microphone.
You got headphones if you like it.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man.
That's it?
Nice. Yeah, if you want to wear them, you can wear them. That's sometimes we drop them in there. Mr. Amigo, we had the big night last night at Revolution. Anthony, you're into the band, aren't you?
Oh, in your 5 minutes, he breaks a microphone.
I know, right?
You're
those
into
guns, bro.
That's your thing, right? Revolution?
Yeah, I saw Revolution. Revolution's my thing.
Yeah.
I saw him at Red Rocks last September for my first show at Red Rocks. I was actually front row to see Revolution, on the historical landmark of the Red Rocks Amphitheater. It was pretty awesome.
How many times have you been there? A couple times now?
Twice now.
Twice? Beautiful amphitheater.
Revolution for the first time, and then 311 and Wu-Tang for the second time.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Wow. That's a great double bill.
Yeah, right?
Good stuff. But, yeah, we had a good time last night.
Yeah,
Yeah?
great band. I like that opener.
The Common Kings?
No, the Zionai and Grouch.
Zionai and Grouch.
I saw them at the Westcott. I worked the show at the Westcott Theater 3-4 years ago, and they do this great cover of, like, the Clashes, the Guns of Brixton. It's called, like, Trigger. Killer, man. I still play that on a loop, like, every week.
Yeah.
So to see him on that opening bill, I walked over and said, "You guys, no, we're the crew, but still good." I thought they killed it. So all the music was great from, like, the first note.
Band is just checking in, and he goes, security show. I feel really safe right now, I'll tell you that. Really safe. What do you think the combined weight in this room is right now?
Oof. We definitely got a good front line here.
Yeah, we do. And you're the quarterback, Amigo.
Well, I'm not a D end over here.
Nah, you're the quarterback.
Big D on the end.
You got the arm.
Big D end, yeah. Oh, Cleanser comes in with a dick joke right off the bat.
He comes out swinging.
Hilarious. Good to see you guys. I'm glad you came in. Bryan, you're super busy. Always out there protecting people, if you will.
Yeah.
Doing your thing.
Yeah, we're first responders essentially, We are. Yeah, that's a great term. It's precisely what we are. Only we get all the way down to the boo-boos that the EMSs won't touch.
Right.
We're everybody else's responder. So yeah, somehow we got to get them to the EMS.
Right.
Yeah. We're the field triage.
Somebody's got to walk through the mosh pit to break it up. And
Yep.
Yep. We could sit here and go through like the history and all that, but I really would love to hear some good stories. You got to have some great stories, man. The years you've been bouncing and working in strip clubs and then on to doing Westcott Securitiy, you got to have some doozies. I mean, I'm sure you could do a 5-hour podcast alone just in the shit that you've seen.
Oh, absolutely. There's, but there's so many stories that are out there. You kind of just got to, maybe find something that would be a relatable topic, and then we'll just, we got a story about that, and then we could just expand, later. We could even start with a mowdown.
I want a good one from Bryan, though. Bryan's got to have some doozies, and my man has probably, can only imagine.
I feel like it's all of them kind of become the same thing, right? You work so many of them. The first naked person you run across is who's partied too much and doesn't realize that certain drugs don't mix well, and or there's limits to everything. We run into a lot of that, but after years of doing it, and you start to sense patterns. Somebody explained to me why 98% of the naked people I've seen in my whole career are dudes.
They're the ones who just feel like they got to show it all, and they're running around, they're screaming their love for popcorn or pop culture, or you know, I mean, and there's never a girl who's running around being just as. I feel like they have some sort of internal sense of shame that overrides everything, including like that party moment.
Yeah.
You either have to be knocked out or you're able to keep your clothes on.
What do you
I feel
think
like
the
there's
percentage
no
of
middle
women
ground.
that you've had that were naked? Probably
I mean,
zero.
Yeah, zero. I can't. I wish
There's
I
a
had-
few.
I wish. You know, I have a few. You know, there's
But they're not the ones you want to see.
you know, it's, yeah,
Put that
yeah,
away,
yeah,
baby,
it's-
please.
It's like when you go to a nude beach and you're like, there's going to be naked people everywhere. And you're like, this isn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is going to take 2 blankets. We need 2 blankets. Let's do that. So,
We definitely invested in cuffs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
For the naked chicks?
No,
yeah, and if they
for anybody
existed,
naked. You don't want to get anybody.
it's an option.
You don't fight anybody naked. You don't want them to touch you.
And you have, though, amigo, huh?
I've had to fight a few people naked.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough. Man.
Yeah, there's.
But why were you naked?
I wasn't naked. I wasn't naked.
If you got naked, they would have backed down.
Yeah, they
Right?
would, man.
Put the bat down. Put the bat down.
You want to get naked, motherfucker? You want to get naked, too? I had a friend of mine, a quick story. A friend of mine used to get naked a lot when he got wasted. And one day we were over at Scorch's house, the old radio DJ.
Yep.
And my buddy's already 3 sheets to the wind the afternoon, hanging out. And all of a sudden he looks at Scorch. He goes, I'll show you the fucking naked ride home, Scorch. And he just starts taking off all his clothes. But, yeah, I had to tell
Remember
him.
Devil Sam?
He's another one, huh?
Yeah. We'd be sitting at a party. All of a sudden he comes out with he had a trench coat on, gets on the table. He goes, I am the Crow. And he pulls out and he's like total mangina. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then he just jumps off the porch and gone.
But before the goat became the goat.
Yeah.
But you've had a few naked encounters, too, like where people you had to get physical with, right?
I've had to get physical with some naked people. It's when you say it like that, yeah.
I mean, there's.
There's one that chased me with an axe before.
What?
Oh yeah, there's definitely been some crazy times out there.
You had a naked guy chase you with an axe.
Yes.
Okay.
I won't say where. I
Okay.
don't want to incriminate any kind of like festival, but there was the people that kind of just go too hard too long, or that's why we say it's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
Right.
Yeah, that
Case
is
in
the
point.
truth. It's you really have to, I feel like they should have like the pill selection box, like this is for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If they planned a little ahead like that, I think their game would be a lot more enjoyable. They might remember more of the weekend. It might be a little more memorable.
Carpe
than waking up
diem,
with-
you know what I
with
mean?
4 appearance tickets and like where's my car? That's that's pretty relevant.
I'm sure you had a few of those, too.
Yeah, sure.
But then there was that one time I was recorded on the Matt Major show, and I think I've talked about the guy's name is Chris. The guy that was masturbating out in the woods down in the ravine. I had to fish him out.
Oh, yeah, I remember that story, too.
I mean,
yeah. Was
like,
that
that's
the
tone.
Paper Mill Island one?
No, that wasn't that was Sterling.
Oh,
that was
that
Sterling
was-
stage.
okay.
I had to fish the naked dude out of the woods.
How'd you fish him out?
Well, that.
Put a bag of Doritos at the end of a line or something?
Well, I had to, basically be like the voice of reason, because he, when you're on drugs and you can't really like see anything that's like too far in front of you, and there's a voice that's coming from the distance in the trees, and he's sitting there just going to town on his dick, just. It's like, come on out, man, let's go.
He's like, I'm trying.
Here we go, man. Come on out. So we're trying to coax him out, but then he was just like, I can? Dick in hand? And it's like,
He asked you that?
yeah, man. And I was like, sure, buddy, dick in hand. Come on out. So we ended up just like, walking in somewhat of a line. He's walking through the woods. He's, his literally just dirty, scraped up, scrapped. He's bleeding. His toenails are kind of like pushed up a little bit. Like this guy went running through the woods and didn't give a fuck about like his own well-being. And he's literally just walking through the woods, and then he gets to a clearing, and then he just bolts into the
There
back
is a
parking
video
lot.
of that.
There was a video.
There was. No, there is.
There is.
There's a
I'm the
video.
one who actually filmed it.
It's funny. It's funny to watch Dangler run after him. It was just even better when he.
You sent Dangler after him.
I sent Dangler after him.
Seems fitting.
So I sent Dangler after a naked guy out in the back parking lot, big grassy knoll parking lot.
Yeah.
And as soon as he gets far enough away, What's he start doing again? Masturbating. He just starts jerking it off, and and then
remember how that started, though, right?
Yeah, he had a boyfriend.
It's funny because like that guy wasn't even the crazy guy at the beginning, because
that wasn't the crazy guy.
Was his naked boyfriend who we were trying to restrain from walking in a fire and a few other things. And as we're holding him down, that guy started trying to suck his buddy's dick.
You were there, man.
I was right there. That's when we were like, get the cuffs.
They probably thought you were flirting.
So
well, it's like when you looked at him, you could see the back of his skull.
I remember,
his eyes were like
Mark
discs.
worked for us, and Mark had all of that in his face the way he was holding them.
Yep,
So I remember, that was So the naked guy was just like the cherry on top of the whole thing. So they must have staggered when they took him. Like one guy took it, waited an hour, and said, "Well, this isn't so bad." And the other guy said, "Sure," but an hour later, that turned on both of them, and they both caught an ambulance, and generally, we're really nice to them. Obviously, that's half the job, is making sure all the campers and the concert goers get home in one day too.
Oh yeah.
So
I imagine you probably get a lot of people going into the wrong tents.
There's been some times.
I feel like that's a regular thing. Somebody wakes up in somebody else's tent. Whether it becomes an issue, is not always a problem. Because people are like, just get out, and they're like, oh, I didn't realize we're all sleeping in yellow tents. So.
Yeah, it's like, you basically just set up like a...
But when you stay for breakfast and you're fishing beer...
Someone's trying to break into your tent, then it's a fist fight,
Right.
A lot of people don't really think about the things that happen like that because it's all this man-made city, seeing what I had, No one really thinks about, like, the other person's mentality, but, when someone kind of, like, enters your tent and then you just start swinging on them, it's their own fault, but it's, like, it really sucks that that's, like, the punishment that comes from it. But then you got to, like, security comes in, and then you got to figure out what happened, and everyone's all heated, and it's nothing but a bunch of noise, and you got to kind of disseminate the situation, and that 3 seconds of lapsed judgment turn into like an assault charge, and someone and then the cops come, and that one little thing turns into like a 2.5 hour ordeal.
Chances are they're drunk or on some kind of drug, and just manifest.
Right, like the guy in the tent says, "Oh, this guy's on drugs." The guy who's in the tent is looking at this guy going, "Oh, they're on drugs too." And then like we show up, and we're like, "Oh, everybody's on drugs." We have to figure out whether it was a sip of beer or an ounce of mushrooms. Something's happening, and then we have to figure out. So that's fun, right? That's it's not like we do it because we like it. Honestly, that's the truth. Nobody's in it to get rich. It's fun to be a part of the event, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The band plays its part. The sound company plays with the vendors. Everybody has their part, and our job is concert safety. And we really enjoy it. We love the exposure, the backstage access, hanging out with you, Z. I met you doing this, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We became friends, and we've been fast friends ever since.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tons of laughs, crazy events, me and you. So,
yeah.
I mean, it happens like that, and I got that circle keeps rippling out. So we're a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not center stage, but
no, you're on the front lines though.
You're not having.
We're all cogs of the machine,
right? At the end of the day, you're not going to do it without us because we're there to make sure everybody leaves.
And safety is
they came in.
Security is the ones that got to deal with the dicks.
Yeah, and safety's the key.
I'll be doing that tonight.
We get a lot of extra love.
Oh yeah, Saranac Thursday.
I've seen this security profession take a lot of my harder looking associates, let's just call them that, and really turn those guys into Casanovas, man. Their charm steps up. They get a lot more exposed to like lonely girls or going to concerts by themselves. I'm not saying that's a thing, but they've done pretty well. I've seen it really turn their whole personality around. All of a sudden they're extroverts and they're kind of suave with everybody. So yeah, man, you don't always get all the hate. Sometimes you get all the love when you're out.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
There's definitely some love.
There's a lot of good politicking in the job.
Well, you guys are
That's a good word for it.
Oh yeah,
you guys are very top notch and very professional when it comes to your job. I mean, rarely is there any problems, first of all, and when there is, you're very quick to diffuse it, and usually diffuse it verbally. Haven't seen an altercation in a while.
Verbal judo, right?
Yeah,
when you guys are at the helm.
Right.
You're a verbal ninja.
Yeah.
You got to be linguistical master.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I like the Nylon Ghetto. That's actually would be a great name for a band.
Yeah, basically, just some tent shit.
Tent shit. Yeah. What did you prefer, festivals over one dayers, or does it matter? It just doesn't. Just want to be a part of it.
I like the festival vibe just because these are, I want to say, seasoned concert goers, and it's these are people that really live for the music kind of thing because they live on the land supporting all these acts or whatever festival vibe that they bring, because it's a lot of give and take. It's a lot of utopian approach, so it's like a lot of people that leave their bullshit at the door and then only want to hang out for the music, and then they have only their friends that they have through the music, whereas like these one-time shows where it's like this big exertion where it's like someone's got like their whole sweet release and then that's it, where it's like people can gradually use it at the festival, whereas like the people that don't normally go out to concerts and they try to have fun, we'll say like John Mellencamp for an example, it's like when he goes on tour and these people that don't normally go to concerts and then all of a sudden they go and then they party down in Party Town like it's like back in the 1980s, and they haven't partied like that in a long time, and then all of a sudden they all start dropping, whereas like at the festival, they're very isolated incidents because people are actually there for the music and like really absorbing
they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Nobody's driving home too.
Yeah.
So they,
that is a great point. I mean, something that I probably wouldn't even have thought of, because I go to a lot of shows, and you see that, like, especially some of these older bands that
Poison, White Snake,
people get
like Foreigner, like a lot of these people
went to Bob
were
Seger,
seasoned concert goers back in the day, but now they're coming back out. They're on their blood pressure medicine. You know what I mean?
Oxygen
tanks. It's like their conversation before they come to the door is their hip surgery and knee surgery. You know what I mean? So it's like these people are all fucked up coming into the door, and then they party down like it's 1986. And then, with the mixture, we're calling ambulances. We're calling EMS. We got to get defibrillators.
Or you get the new popular band that's like everybody wants to come out and see, and now you get all the rookies coming out for that. The young bloods out there just going out there, trying to cause problems, getting fucked up.
Country, man.
Country it's popular, and it has a really young base of
rednecks.
Oh man,
it's some bald eagle drunks, man. That's what I've been calling them lately.
It's a young base.
They all have the same last name, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a family tree of a telephone pole.
It's not your sophisticated audience.
Or people in teeth.
Come on, some of my family likes country.
Yeah,
it's about as deep as a teaspoon.
It's a shortcut for thinking if you listen to country.
I tell you what, I feel like there's a
today's country,
yes,
of that genre that does come out to pregame and get a little obnoxious, knowing that they're going to go home and not be like that anywhere else. I feel like all music gets that, but just that, I work a lot of shows. That seems to be the one that has the guys that are so quick to pick a fight or so quick to get upset or have some sort of drama. We have more calls for country shows than anything. It's but there's wonderful people who go to country shows, man.
There is.
Some of them give us jobs, so
yes, they do make us work.
But like when we went to Motown last year was like my first Motown experience. I mean, I went a few years back, but I didn't stay for the whole thing. But
you can't use last year's Motown as like a precedent.
No,
for what Motown
because
is.
I can. Because
it was wet.
It was horribly wet, and it was like the muddiest thing I've seen in a long time. And these people were like trucking along. They were smiling. They're having a great time. They didn't give a shit.
No.
You know what I mean? They're there for the entire weekend to have a good time. And the people that were there sticking it out were true fans and true people that like have that experience. So
people love Mo, man.
So they,
it's just like
they knew how to conduct themselves at a show.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
And they all have the right gear. Like they're veterans. Mo fans or KG. They've been around. They go to all the shows, and they've certainly been to a Motown. And we've all had a wet day or two at Motowns in the past. So they bring the duck boots. They bring the right rain gear, and they're pleasant. They never lose a smile the whole time.
They're veterans.
Yes, exactly.
They know what they're doing. They're prepared.
They're seasoned.
If that were the ones with the wagons are the veterans.
Right. Well, the wagons and the boots too. You got to hand it to the ones with the boots.
Got to have a good pair of rain boots out.
Got to have the wagon.
Very fashionable statement.
You're right about the wagon. You got to have that wagon. I 100% agree on that.
Yep.
Brian, you've done security for like many, many acts throughout your career. You've been doing this a long time. Is there a good pinch me moment that you got in there? Like, I can't believe I'm walking this guy around or something like that.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple of them.
Yeah.
I think the most recent one and the most powerful one is I got a chance to do some driving for Bad Company in Del Lago last year. I'm definitely a little older than a couple of you guys, and Bad Company was a serious band in my youth, and Paul Rodgers and Zeppelin, that whole like genre and that age group was perfect for me, and just to be able to meet the band and hang out with them for a couple of days because Del Lago wasn't set up for them, so they need transportation to and from Syracuse, and just kind of hang out and watch, and had some, great side stage view of the show, and the guy was just fantastic. They were all down to earth, and close your eyes, and they were right on, man. Best show. Still get chills thinking about it.
Awesome.
And then Afro Man. I was younger. I was running this bar. So listen, I was running this bar in Syracuse, and it was my night to manage. It was Bleachers. It's it's been closed for a while, but pretty popular place. 7 days a week. We did live music, and we were known as the after spot. We'd stay open a little later, and he played somewhere in town, and he came there afterwards, got some food. It was like 12 of us in there. He stayed the whole night. We all hung out till like 6 a.m. in the morning. Went to his hotel room. Great stories from that. I'm probably not going to get into them right now, but. It was fun. And then like 4 or 5 years later, we did the same thing up in Watertown. We ran into him, and we worked the show up there. And he remembered all of it. She's like, hey, it's just like one of those just like, you're the guy. Like you're still making something out of what you're doing. And you're really having a lot of fun. So that guy, I really like him. Still to this day, man. I feel
nice.
Like he took his hit. And he's still hitting it.
He's still hitting the hit.
He's working it.
He's still toking on that.
It's too busy. He got in trouble for hitting people on stage. Right?
Did he? Oh, I saw that.
That's
too.
right.
Yeah.
Afro Man.
Did he actually get in trouble for that?
I think he did get in trouble for it. He was banned from a lot of shows or
Which is
some
bullshit
certain
because
venues.
Because what we seen happen to Dimebag Darrell. Somebody rushed the stage with a gun or chances.
Yeah, look at the guy from Lamb of God that got stuck in jail for how many years? Well, it was for almost a year, in Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, but he ended up going to jail for assault because she kept grabbing at him on stage, But it's like, I can understand. There was that one, like, Zach Brown band. There was some dude that jumped on stage, and, like, the guy on the side stage security did a spear. Boom, took him right out. What a great video.
I saw that.
It's like we live in a day and age where, like, you don't know what's going to happen.
You see that
someone
football
makes
games.
it to the stage.
People streaking at football games.
Yeah.
And baseball games.
Anybody getting on any field, man, they're cued into that.
Yep.
And there's a jail in the bottom of every stadium. They know right where they're taking you as soon as they
What's
get
the dick of that tackled the dude? I think he's a
little too old for it.
No, back in the day, like somebody ran on the field and he just freaking blasted him.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure he did.
I've seen a few football players turn and like level the guy. Like every other season, somebody will get on there and you'll see some ESPN Sports Center reel, and some kickoff return guy just catches him and just squares him up.
I want to see a Bill Lambier clothesline.
Those are good ones, man.
Right on. Yeah.
There's no basketball like that anymore.
No,
there really isn't.
not.
No, there really is.
That was like
that was the Goon era, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
The Pistons were just
the bad boys.
Yeah,
they were the
them
bad
and the
boys.
Celtics were brawling like every game
all the time, and then
Knicks and the Heat.
Knicks and the Heat.
You'd
Knicks
have
and
a
the Bulls.
Lambier and a McHale battle like all the time. And they're all like 9 feet tall, so those elbows are like right about the edge of the rim.
And you got to throw the Lakers in there too. I mean, Kurt Rambis was getting the shit kicked out of him back then.
We're on the basketball subject. Do you follow it all right now today?
Yeah, absolutely, man. The LeBron thing is a big thing. The Kawhi Leonard, did I say that right?
You think LeBron would have made it back then though, like with those?
Yeah, because he's got like that
size. He's
got
massive.
the size, and he's got that first step, right? I mean, you all see how.
But when you get an elbow to the jaw,
he's
tough,
man.
When you got a Rodman, like
he's massive.
Because I mean, Rodman and Karl Malone used to go at it, and Karl Malone was a big dude.
Right. Oh yeah.
And it would take him out of his game. Karl Malone would get out of his game because he's dealing with the worm the whole time. And that's what he would do. He'd get in your skull and he'd start fights with you and he would like gnaw at you and really get under your skin. Like he played dirty.
Yeah, but I mean, Rodman never had like the high points per game, but he grabbed 30 rebounds because he's up in you, kind of like a Lance Stevenson now. It's not necessarily got this real pure game and he's shooting high percentage, but he's up there blowing in LeBron's ear and tapping his elbow out,
exactly.
doing all that grade school stuff you do in the schoolyard.
It's a
but it
mental
plays,
thing.
Man. It does. It takes even LeBron out. They almost lost that series.
It just goes to show you these players will take any kind of edge.
Yeah, man.
To get
you
ahead.
gotta, man.
You're a pro, though.
You gotta get the press.
You don't want to lose.
You'll take that technical before you'll go home for the season.
And Rodman was the unknown on that Detroit team.
Didn't he
Lambier
turn fast though? He was
he
like
did.
The workaholic kid, the all-American kid, man. He was so young, and then one day he just started with one piercing, then a tattoo. Like 3 months later,
Start banging Madonna.
Yeah, his face looks like a tackle box, man. He's got like 30 piercings. He's like a Art Deco, and he's just.
Yeah.
Looks like walking hepatitis.
But his game was up, man. He was still pulling, 20 rebounds a game or whatever it was. And
4 points.
That's all the Bulls needed him for, man. Just like
that's
be
it.
disruptive
And the Pistons.
and get Mike the ball, man.
And didn't he end up in? Did he end up in L.A.?
I don't know, but I think he's the one who
Spurs,
just
right?
brokered that nuke deal between North Korea and the U.S. I mean, if you ask him, I think he thinks he's responsible for that. So
Yeah.
I want to give him credit, man.
We
Roger
ain't
was
getting
the-
into all that.
He was a lunch payer player, but he was
Yeah.
he was an asshole. You know,
Sure,
like,
man, that's,
and that's what it like. If you put him against a LeBron, I think he gets in LeBron's head.
Isn't defensive like synonymous with asshole? Does anybody here think of any sport we can think of like he was the nicest defensive player I've ever met? Because that guy is not the nicest. The
Who's that?
defensive player is just the most aggressive guy out there.
Yeah, you have
He's
to be.
never the nice guy.
It's your job.
So yeah, I mean, sure he's an asshole.
Yeah.
That's his calling.
He owned it.
Yeah.
Owned it. Right on. Joining us in the studio today, and I'm pretty pumped, man. You're a pleasant surprise today, Brian.
Thanks. I've been you've invited me on here a few times.
Yeah.
I appreciate the
It's been a
callback.
couple invitations. Well, my
I'm
guest.
busy though. It's not like I don't want to come on your show.
Oh, absolutely. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
We got Pete Connors checking in. So, sup, fools?
Sup, fools. He's speaking of fool. Nah, Pete's good, man. You got a lot of good people that have your back over at Westcott.
Yeah, man. I have a fantastic staff.
You really do.
And, I mean, the nice thing about this company is we're still small and we're Central New York, and almost 95% of the people who work for me are 1 degree of separation. They're my friends, or they're friends of my friends.
Right.
Somebody knows somebody. It's like I feel like that's important to have that type of like real close in communication. And a lot of times we get the family reference, and and then you get the cousins that are cliquish, like out here in Utica. They're like, "Oh, we're the Utica Club of Westcott." You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy. Man. Ray, there's a shout out for you, bud. So.
Oh yeah, she tries to make it territorial.
Go Whitesboro or wherever she. Oh,
Ray makes
Westmoreland.
She makes it territorial.
No, it's always a Utica thing. You know how it goes.
It
in
is.
Utica.
But I'm out here now, so I must have switched clans.
Yeah, right. I know. You
started in
jumped ship,
Syracuse, and I went to. I'm out here. So.
It's that saying, you could take
But it is.
the boy out of Utica, but the Utica you can't take out of the boy.
No, it originated here.
Yeah.
And we don't lose a lot of people. So when we hire new people, they get to work around 6 or 7 nice guys. You figure out real fast, what you have to do, and we know real fast whether you belong. So
how many people you got with now?
I don't know.
Over 100.
Right, it's got to be 100.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, we probably lost 100 over the years.
Yeah,
but,
true.
But staffing's always up and down. We're seasonal. What we have now, we'll have a third of, come September. The real season for us. Although we're busy year round, we do have a few things to keep us busy. It's nowhere near the volume from St. Patty's Day through Labor Day. Those are it's summertime. It's all outdoors. You guys are all working the same schedules, and
they can license right through you.
I know they get licensed through the state. We just put them.
Well, I mean, like the training courses and
we're happy to help them out, man. We, almost anybody you can Google or web search the New York State 8-hour security course, and averages about $60, and there's probably 10 places locally, including MVCC and a few other places.
MVCC, BOCES.
I ask you want to come work with us? Go out and go do it. Go get your course in and get your license, and just give us a shot. Come see us, and and if you want to work some concerts in the summer and have a good time and hang out with Z when he's not on the radio, it's
yeah.
But then he's working at the show.
He is.
I'm all over the
man
place.
About town, man. Yeah, so
the man of many hats. That Z over there.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of hats, but we have a great little circle of friends and it's a big circle, and this circle gets bigger and bigger. I feel like
it's a good sprawl. We're Utica, man.
Yeah.
We got a good stranglehold on things out here.
We really, really do, and it's good. And you're all over at the Lakeview Amphitheater. We've got Saranac Brewery, right?
Yeah, we're out there, man.
Yeah, we do
a lot of Central New York breweries.
A lot of Central New York stuff. We do. All the SMG stuff has been really a blessing to us. So we do the Lakeview and the War Memorial and
a lot of county things,
the
school things.
Reaching out to us a little bit more. It's nice to be active in all the communities. So
excellent.
It's all the beauty of this is that we do so many different things in a 2-week period. You'll go from working a theater to working a concert that was a cornfield yesterday, and it's going to be a cornfield tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or you'll be working a 3-day event or a Polish Fest, and as you look back over your last 2 weeks, there's 300 memories you can't even file right away. So it's nice. It's a great job. It's diverse. You're all over the place, and you get to work with a bunch of great people.
Yeah, and
see a different class of people at every show, night after night.
It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again. Everything's
never.
Like, a lot of times we're bringing like someone else's dream to life. Like someone wants to get. Like we get involved with a lot of these people that are trying to like get their staple in the community, their name off the ground. You know, it's like they want to get a festival going and have it go annually, and then, you know, it's like they call us out because they know that we specify in this kind of stuff, and then we help them out as much as we can and give them pointers because, you know, we do this every night kind of thing. So it's like it's very communal for us as well. It's like, even though we are the security company, it's like we're people first, you know what I mean? We want to see them, you know, get their thing up and running just as much as we want to keep our thing going.
Now, have you ever done been hired for private parties or something?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
See, that's great because you don't want your friends to have to monitor the party. You know what I mean? Because then it takes somebody out, you know, not partying, you know, they're not having a good time. You know, they're going to watch the house.
We've been hired for designated driver, and we've watched wedding baskets, and we've done 20,000 person amphitheaters. I feel like the whole spectrum has really been good to us. That's the nice thing about all of our staff. You know, when you travel so much and you do so many different things, you know, their personal skill sets grow. I mean, we really have some of the finest staff in Central New York doing this. They might not pass your first physical test when you look at them, but the second you see them do their job and stuff, you know, if they're really up for the task, and, you know, they're being trained well. So, again, the more you do this, you know, the more you can just work anything quick as you can, and, you know, you look like you're the best at it. So.
What made you get into this? Just because you like the whole rock and roll atmosphere, the vibe, wanted to be a part of things?
No, I mean, it just kind of happened. You know,
Yeah.
I've been working in bars since I was a kid. You know, I was 18 to drink when I was younger, so those bouncing gigs and house parties and stuff added up pretty fast. And I got my 20s. I ran a club, and there's a bunch of security guys. You know, when the licensing thing came around, you know, we had to make that right. And that crew of guys, we started working with another company, and then. You know, one day I said, you know, I've got enough years doing this. Maybe we'll give it a shot. And we already had been, you know, we knew some people in the industry mutually, so I wasn't sure we were going to get any work. But you do a couple good jobs, and they string themselves together, and the next year they call you back. And over the years, it's, you know, we don't advertise. We don't have an ad anywhere for you to find. You can't, I mean, we don't really need one.
You have a website?
No, we're just actually right now developing a website with Joe Sweet.
As we speak.
Working as we speak. There's another meeting going on that we bounced from because, no offense, Joe, but you're putting me to sleep, pal. You know? It was, you know, that's not for me. Actually, me and Joe were out in the back talking gardening because I'm trying to grow some corn.
Uh-huh.
So he knows less than I do, and it was just fun. So we had a good time out there, and we learned stuff. So
big ups to our boy Joey.
But yeah, you know, you can't find us, and you know, we have more work than we need, and that's always a good feeling. You know, so we can pick and choose a lot. We don't do bars. You know, we try to stay out of that type of thing, which is nice to progress from that.
Yeah.
Nothing against them, but you know, in the beginning, that's what you do. You know, so. You know, we feel like we've grown into the premier company in Central New York. We work for all types of different promoters and venues, and I think I'm not allowed to name them, and I won't. But you know, it's nice to be able to go all over the place. You know,
yeah,
city
we're definitely
to city,
getting a lot of
north
exposure.
to south, east to west. It's always something different, and we're catching calls every day.
Yeah.
And it's not just big, huge, bulky guys, you know.
No, not at all. We have a lot of ladies. Actually, I feel like their skill set's better.
Right.
You know, because first their approach is different, right? I mean, even if I'm a drunk and I've had, well, I don't know why I call everybody drunks, but if I had 6 people behind me that were irritating me and 6 people in front of me that were irritating me, and I've been out in the sun and you come up on me and you're irritating me, it's probably not going to go as well
And he's a 10th person.
as if you come up on this old lady who's doing her job, or a young lady who's doing her job, and is just being nice. Hi, can I help you? And show me your pockets. And it's a big diffuser. You know, I feel like, you know, people have a way to tone themselves down around whatever's in front of them. You know, and then if that young lady has a problem, she's quick to reach over her shoulder and get Anthony here, who will quickly find out this is a real problem, who will call me on the radio, and then we'll go from there. It's kind of like, it's all communication. And
a little more comforting when a woman approaches you. Like if you're really sick and like you're vomiting on the ground, and like
they're so caring, right?
Right.
That mothering complex.
When a woman addresses you, like it
there's a
brings
little
that
more
mother
consoling.
feeling. Like they feel a little more comfortable. When a guy comes up, they feel like they might be in trouble. I feel
Sure.
like that more authoritative type of voice.
Sure, man. It's you know, a funny thing. I get a lot of feedback. Like our newer shirts. You know, we wear. You know, we put staff on the back, and then back in the old days, we put security on it. But you know, I mean, it's kind of like you put staff on it. It's more more welcoming to people. Like if you go into a place and you see even a big fella, couple big strong, have staff on the back, you might ask them like, hey, where's my seat? Where's the bathroom? But if you see a security across it, it's one-dimensional. You know, they're there to take care of problems and troubles. You probably won't approach them. So, you know, we like that. That's a big part of what makes us what we are. So, you know, we're always accessible to everybody, and we probably do have a lot of that information. So.
Yeah, I like that approach because, like, you know, when I work at a bar, I'm always, hi, how are you? Have a good night. Like, I want to, like, interact with the person for multiple reasons. I want to see how drunk they are. I want to see, are they going to look away? Are they going to be sketchy?
Sure.
And then, you know, it also, like, diffuses them right off the bat. Like you said,
Right.
you know, you're not, like, separating yourself. I'm security, you know, like, hey, how are you? Have a good night, you know.
No, it's
that
like
type of-
the customer service aspect. Because
Right.
like when someone walks into the store, you know, it's like if you greet them within the first, you know, couple seconds, they're least likely to steal something. You know, so it's
Right.
like, you know, in the
I better not be an asshole. The
That
guy
a
was
real
nice.
thing?
That is
I
a
really
real
like the
thing, man.
sound of that,
I've worked in retail.
Those types of
So it's like, you know, obviously
restore my faith in humanity. That's a real thing.
it is a real thing, but
Hi,
you try.
Harry, please don't steal from me.
Don't
I'm-
steal
Please
from
don't
me.
steal.
It's like if you
Please
greet them
don't
at the
steal
door, you know, and you kind of give them like a good, you know, wellness or evaluation, you know, subconsciously, but you let them, you know, feel welcome, you know, they're probably least likely to either start a problem or, you know, get into an altercation in some way.
And you got to be aware of getting to the altercation before it
Sometimes.
happens.
I
You know what I mean?
That's got to be powerful because, like, when you walk in, aren't you already predetermined what you're going to do? Like, you don't ever go and say, "No, I'm going to buy this," and no, none of them here. I'm going to steal it. It's like you go in thinking, "I'm stealing this.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
right.
take this.
out," right? You know, it's just like.
But you can tell right away when they're about to steal something. Just like if you're cheating on a test, you're looking right at the teacher to see if she's looking at you. You know what I mean? If you're going to steal something, it's like, is that
the
person?
body cues.
You know,
Yeah,
it's like
right.
there's that telltale giveaway. So it's like if they're going to steal something, they're
I'd
going
like
to look
to
at
believe
you.
though, I
Body
could
language.
stop somebody in their tracks by saying, "Hey, you have a nice day." That's good. I like that.
Yeah. Well, we'd be surprised
Little
being
thing.
nice to people like that.
Right.
The little thing.
And I always tell people, like, listen, don't make me do my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's one of my
Like,
favorite lines.
don't make me
Like-
do my job. I don't want to have
Right.
to do it. And just it like gives them respect. They
Sure.
say, you know, like
you can help them out. So you give them
Right.
like you know, like, I'm a working guy. Please don't steal from me. But you know, that guy next to me is a complete asshole. Yeah, I want you to go and steal A, B, C.
he's
Well,
got way better shit than I do.
Fuck.
Shake him down, man. Shake him down.
Right.
It's all about delivering a nice no.
Right.
And that's the other thing.
Speaking about getting stolen from, didn't you have your logo flag stolen?
Ah,
good
yeah.
What?
story.
Oh man.
Have you seen the pictures of this?
What? This
Well,
is
yeah.
real.
I'm gonna play on my phone
La-
here for a minute because this is the best.
Last year at Modown,
You had.
Last year
I
at
had my flag flying.
Is there a video of this?
no.
no.
Oh, okay, I
I'm
think
close,
you're
but-
pulling up something.
He's
on the
he's
phone.
pulling up because
Because if it's something we can show, we'll show it.
Well, I'm
we could probably blur out
I
his
mean,
face, but
I
you know
feel like we
he's.
should
All right.
his face,
But there was I had my flag flying on my camper over at Modown, and there was a guy that walked by and said that I had a nice flag and something, and you know, kind of like lead to the dramatic irony and the foreshadowing that this guy might potentially steal my flag later on in the evening. So I got done with like some 26-hour shift working at Modown. It was time for me to go down, tuck her out, get some little bit of rest before I got to jump back on the clock. I get to my camper and it's like 9:30 in the morning, and I see that my flag is gone, and I see that my camper has been, you know, kind of broken and violated a little bit because I had my flag zip tied to the back ladder that led to the roof. And I walk inside and I ask one of my coworkers that's, you know, rooming with me in my camper. I'm like, "Hey, did you take my flag in? You know, for some reason." He says, "No." I was like, "Did you hear anybody like take my flag?" And he says, "No." So I walk outside and I see that there's somebody that has, you know, something that resembles my flag with something tied to it, kind of foxtailing, and it looks like he's trying to throw it over a cable wire that brings, you know, it's, you know, Modown's on a ski hill, so the cars that go up and down, he's trying to throw the flag on top of this thing, and all of a sudden I just got so enraged, like I literally saw nothing but red, and I erupted. I went at this guy as fast as I could, and I just shook him down. I started yelling and screaming at him, and I terrorized this person. I caused real fear in this guy, and then I was about to just start turning his face into a mashed potato, and then Big Cat over here comes in because he's never seen me get mad, you know, because like our job is always got to keep your composure, be cool, be professional, you know, most importantly, be nice, right? Isn't that like
That
Bouncer
is
101?
true. I mean, it's the corniest line from Roadhouse, but it's the truth.
It
be
is
nice,
the truth, man.
Be nice again. Yep. Be nice again. Be nice till it's time to not be nice. And
that's
get
how,
it done as nicely as you can.
But I was just, tired. I was expelled. So all my energy was exhausted. And then the only thing that was left was just rage. And I went after this dude, and I just started yelling in his face, and I'm pointing in his, saying "fuck your mother" and everything else in the book. And then Brian, he got scared, thinking that I was going to commit murder. Like, this is probably, perceptionally.
Well, with that raspy voice of yours too, man, you must have scared the shit.
I was mad. I was really, really mad. And, I came upon this guy, and I just wreaked havoc in his life. And
So, I mean, long and the short, so in the process of him taking the flag, he broke the ladder on the back of the RV, and he did cause some real financial damage. The ladder's hanging there, and it's not like this is all about a flag. He'd just come off his shift, and he just kind of walked over. It was the very last day. There's almost like nothing left to do except just watch the show. And
when everybody's kind of zombie.
They're getting ready to 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and he kind of sees this guy running off, and he looks at us, goes, "Oh," and he broke the ladder. And so I watched Anthony go over there, and then I just kind of something happened. I'm like, let me go find out what's going on over here. So the guy is drunk, and he's screaming like, "It's a game, it's a game. I captured your flag," which is not helping Anthony, who's trying to figure out what's going on. I'm just like anybody. All of a sudden, Anthony becomes like a camper to me. He's had something done to him he didn't ask for. Somebody broke his stuff or took his stuff, or we have a certain way of dealing with it. So we took the guy and we took him to his camp, and we tried to figure out who he belonged to, and he was still like a whole bunch of denial, which is the first stage of all this. It ain't me, and I didn't do it. Yeah, but we watched you do it. So we take him up to the office, and we sitting him there, and we just kind of let him sweat it out. And we told him, we said, "You're going to have to pay for the damage of this, and you're going to have to, we don't know if we're even going to let you stay at that. We don't allow this anywhere. And the mere fact that you did it over in a quiet campground, the RV, the one that we all call a quiet campground."
Right.
And, he starts crying. He goes, I've been in trouble where I live. I can't get another charge. And
like crying?
Yeah, he was definitely crying.
It looked like he was crying in that picture.
We have a picture.
Because Jay Steven just said, show the pic of him crying.
Yeah,
this is like a Michael Jordan face. Crying.
We, to his credit, a few hours later, when he had sobered up a little bit, and he was talking to us. Anthony decided not to press any charges, and just basically took like, give me $50 to buy some duct tape and screws to at least fix my ladder on the way home, and I can't do anything about the flagpole, and give me back my flag, and you have to to stay, you can stay. So we did end up letting him stay the rest of the day, and his bunkmates had all woken up, and they were all very apologetic, and so that was the happiest ending to it. We could have hung him up a lot, and we just didn't. Again, that's just something we do. Once you calm down, you don't want to see anybody leave. You don't want police calls at any of these things.
I kind of want to see an angry Colenso, but not towards me.
I wish you had seen it. It's such a rarity.
Yeah,
it isn't a rarity.
Yeah,
I think I may have seen it.
This is from that very same
you did.
down. I don't mind if you guys show this.
Do you ever take steak down the glass?
This is typical of our night. We're talking about why is everybody
It actually shifted over on me.
Frickin'
Here's Angry Colenso right here. Listen.
Only on the D. Only on the D. Only on the D.
Do you have what it takes to take down the Goliath? That's great.
I want
man.
that sandwich. I heard that commercial.
You up for the challenge?
Are you up for the challenge?
Yeah, man. I feel like
Brian, everybody tapped out 40 minutes.
I feel like I could crush that sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a naked guy.
That was from that Modown.
That's
Modown.
That's the same one, and this is the.
I'm looking for the picture of that guy. So
I put it. Hey, can we put it up towards the screen?
I got the picture of the guy on my phone.
Yeah.
There's the.
It's not crazy clear because somebody mistook
I'm
Betty in
doing
the
a
back for
phone
Ray
picture
Ray.
off-
So that was the thing.
You're not even on the change the camera. Oh, there you go.
That fella was quoting the Constitution to us over and over again.
He was quoting the Constitution.
He said we should all be free, and I agreed with him. Yeah, I feel like that's we could agree on that.
And I agree with him.
Do you ever get some kind of like toxic report on what they're on?
I mean, once in a while we get them to, there's EMTs on site all the time.
I always wondered what they're on.
We don't just we take them immediately to an EMT, and they're the ones that are going to better assess them. Almost all these mass gatherings have an EMT or a doctor on site.
Right.
There's an ambulance corps or somebody. There's always a rig stationed right there. So our job is really to take them from the fire they're dancing in to the EMTs in the safest manner we can really get them there, to us and to them. So it's
for certain things there's like telltale
but we get
signs.
we get a little feedback once in a while. They'll tell us, they'll know right away, or they'll tell us. They'll after about an hour they start to clear up a little bit. Obviously drugs aren't like the everlasting gobstopper. They have to they wear
have
off.
to wear off eventually, right?
Sure, and then they're quick to tell people that. Yeah,
this was sent from one of the viewers today.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. But where's the one of him with the flag?
Wow.
That's hilarious.
With the flag?
Yeah, you have that.
I have the one where he's crying.
Amigo, so if you can maybe pinpoint it, what's the common denominator of the drug that they're on with these naked people?
The most common drug?
It's a mixture. Alcohol is the slurry that brings it all together.
Slurry.
But it's dehydration. It's literally no water in their system, and whatever drug that they're on. So it's usually no food, no water, alcohol, acid.
Acid.
I guess it depends on what show it is.
Acid, cocaine, whatever miscellaneous.
Cocaine would get you naked.
Well, it's it definitely supercharges. And with the dehydration, and the
well, you're probably 20 beers in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
the acid, definitely sparks something in the brain where you get into a loop. And
I think it's a mushroom, and the mushroom and the acid are definitely the fighting.
Yeah, there's definitely a blockage in the synapses that's causing people to, not get out of these psycho breaks, these psychoactive breaks or whatever. So they tend to just. I don't know why. So I want to know why, but I don't know.
I feel like you could share that.
PCP being another one.
They just get naked.
I sent this to him.
Oh, that flag?
Oh my God! You put his face on that. That's funny.
That's
the guy.
I put his little Amigo flag in there too. So,
that's nice, Amigo.
A good one.
All over a flag, but you know what though? He did do damage to your roof, and
I was violated.
I would have been.
I'm not going to bullshit.
And somebody touched your shit. You know what I mean?
That's pretty much it too. Don't touch my shit.
Just like what we were saying about someone coming into your campsite.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's it's just a violation. It's the one place that you set up.
This was also sent to us by a friend of ours.
It's your territory.
It is. It really is. I'm trying to find this tear face too, man.
Hilarious. But your job is, to protect and make sure everybody's safe and doing a thing. And then you do get it. Listen, I say this a lot, too. When there's alcohol, there's assholes.
Well, and I can imagine that you're just coming off your shift. You probably had to deal with a bunch of assholes earlier in the day. And now, you just want to go home and relax. And then this douchebag steals your shit.
Dude, precisely.
It's dude, really?
Have you seen him since?
No.
No, you haven't?
No, he's a Jersey guy.
Oh, he is?
He was claiming that he was part of the Famo crew, and he knew the band, and
they would be upset with.
And
us.
they would be upset with us.
Lose our jobs.
Oh wow!
So we ended up calling in the big guns, and then we're like, "Do you know this person?" And then that's when we let him know.
We had an ambassador from production come over and give him the once over and question him deeply, and it turns out none of this is true.
Yeah, he didn't know the great and powerful Oz.
No.
So we sent him down, the bad egg, dumbwaiter kind of thing. We definitely wonkified him.
People throwing names around.
No.
You gotta love the name droppers, right?
Oh, it's I know Z, man. I know Z.
I get it.
Oh yeah, what's his first name?
If you got paid every time you heard that.
I wish I did get paid every time.
No matter what bar it is, I know the owner. Well, I had one guy brought in a fake ID, and he's like, "I know the owner." I'm like,
"Call him up.
You call him up. Let him know that you just brought in a fake ID." I'm sure he'll be on my side.
You ever collect them? We did for years. I've had
we used to at one of the bars I worked at years ago, and
we had that, and then one of the waitresses of the bar went on to become a Secret Service agent. True story. So when they came to do the interviews of her previous jobs, because they vet them very well, right? She came and sat in the office and immediately got very aggressive because she looked at the 300 IDs on the bar and immediately informed us we had committed 300 felonies by holding on to these. We're supposed to turn them over. So I never knew that. So I always ask people, so why do you keep them? You know, what do you
Well,
do
I
with
think
them?
they turned them over. Like we would keep them as a security.
Well, we
and
tried.
and-
The sheriffs wouldn't. I mean, sometimes they want them, sometimes they don't.
They're like
They'll put
trophies
'em
for the
up,
bar,
you
though.
know. Yeah.
For the bouncer, like, yeah, look, I got one tonight.
I always wanted to laminate the countertop with them, and then they also do with pennies, but just like put fake IDs and like a murder.
What would you call that bar? You know,
Yeah.
it's like 'cause they had that halfpenny pub that was like all covered in pennies. You know, it's like, what would you call a bar that's covered in fake IDs?
Fake ID.
Fake ID.
The ID bar, yeah.
Alias.
Alias.
AKA.
Yeah.
Also known as
AKAs.
Hilarious.
Eka. We're going down to Eka and get blessed.
Adeline's checking in. She says,
Shot night at Eka.
Adeline says she uses her 1 degree of Z anytime she can.
The Z Pass. It's called the Z Pass. It's like the skip a line type of thing. You go in the back door.
Yeah, I'm the back.
Z does going through the back door, doesn't he?
Yeah. Not when I'm wearing sleeveless shirts, though.
Yeah.
We won't get into that one, though. But anyways.
Hey, no guns allowed.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess not, dude. I've been crushing it at the gym lately, too, by the way, fellas. Crushing it.
I know, I could see, man.
Yeah.
You're all traps.
Killing it.
Right over this the computer screens, man. Like you're a bulldog.
Man on a mission. Man on a mission. But you got anything you want to plug before we get out of here? We got any upcoming events or
That's
like
it. We're all out of here.
Yeah.
man.
Wait,
I-
want
I'll
to hang
tell
out
you
longer?
what,
We can hang out longer.
I mean, I tell you what, if nothing else, man, the biggest gym and the biggest comeback last couple of years, find your way out to Sterling Stage for Last Days. That'd be good. That's a good little concert venue that just still doing it right. These things are dying out like drive-ins, man. You got to go experience it while you can. They put on a really good show out there, and it's super nice and great people. So Sterling Stage, Last Days,
Nice.
that's the one.
Tyler,
that place is magical.
Tyler's checking
Yeah,
in.
man.
He says they got a wall of shame of IDs.
Oh, you better turn them in. It's illegal to hold on to them. The CIA told you
Do
that.
something good with them.
Just
You know,
throw them all in the mailbox. See what happens to them.
What are you supposed to turn it into your local authorities?
drop them in your local college lobby.
Here you go.
Resell them.
$20 for this one. I got a New Jersey one for $50.
Find these students. Call their mothers.
That's a good website. Have you seen this kid?
Do you know your son is letting this
He's a-
ID being used?
He's a real scoundrel out there.
He's a scoundrel.
1 out of 5 children is a disappointment. Here they are. You know what I'm saying?
Look at all these disappointments.
Here they are.
That's hilarious. Brian, you're always looking for people to hire, right? You're
Sure,
always
man.
looking for employment. So,
I mean, you can't. I mean, they're pretty basic. New York State license is it's a good conduct license. In other words, if you have no felonies or no outstanding charges or nothing, because they do a Department of Criminal Justice check on you when they process your application. You know, you're gonna be good. It's pretty much a rubber stamp, and you know, there's a 16-hour course you take 3 months into it. That's kind of like lets the state know you're still continuing with your license, and every 2 years you go through an 8-hour refresher. But other than that, it's a learn as you earn job, man. All of them are different, whether you're working at a college or a hospital or doing the boondocks with me in a cornfield one night. I mean, it just happens. So
Yeah, it does. How long you two been together now? I feel like you're dating.
Yeah, right?
I feel like you picked on my shit.
You guys look like you're on vacation.
We're approaching, definitely at a decade. I'll say that, working alongside each other. But
No, it's more than that, man. We go back.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
into
definitely over a
2006.
dozen.
I'm going like 2007.
Yeah, 2006,
6, 5 or 6. I figure it was right after I left. I started doing the Johnny Mac thing as soon as I left. So I met you through him.
06.
Yeah.
Johnny Mac.
Is
Let's
that
give a nod to Johnny Mac.
Johnny Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Johnny, if you're out there, man,
We-
you're the Maverick, dude.
He
You are.
kind of is, huh?
He is, man.
He was a good stepping stone, man.
He was the fire starter.
He was a fire starter.
The peacekeeper.
The peacekeeper.
Which I always thought was a great name.
It was the best company, man. It was a great, and we kept it for a while with his blessing. So before we turned over and became Westcott, and became our own thing, it was great helping
Yeah,
him.
we
with this.
wear the peacekeeper at Sterling, with the Westcott on the front. Some still have them.
You
It's
would
a dying.
feel like when I first saw it, I thought, oh, this is kind of kitschy and people aren't going to get it. But everywhere we wore them, people were very receptive. Like,
Yes.
oh, what a great name! It was never there's never anybody like feeling like it was childish or unprofessional. They're always quick to like immediately get the.
Yeah, it goes
"Oh, this
back
is
to
really
that
great."
What's
security
that
at staff,
disarming? Yeah.
Yeah, it's friendly almost.
Right.
You know?
Keeping the peace. That's all you're there for.
Yeah,
I guess
PK.
the UN's onto something. We'll just call them peacekeepers. We'll be good, man. Give them white trucks and white hats.
But Johnny Mac is the catalyst of all this.
He's a big part of it.
He's the reason why I know you.
Yep. That's how we got.
Yeah,
that's how me and Z got teamed up.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
that
through
was-
pretty much the same.
Yep, because after the
was,
Saranac season, I teamed up with Johnny Mac. Johnny Mac found me the Utica Clubhouse to get my bouncing bearings at, and then after that, kind of.
I was trying to run the Lost Horizon in a strip club next door, and we had some bouncers, so we were just like, hey, we called Johnny Mac, and Johnny Mac took us all under his wing, and gave us all a little opportunity, and we ran with it. So
I miss Mac.
I do too.
I miss that guy.
So, yeah, he's out there in Salamanca somewhere.
Yeah,
I heard he's like a sous chef, like cutting someone else's food. Like living with his mother. That's the last I heard about him.
Oh, that's tough.
I don't know. But I miss him very much, and hopefully he's out there. I'm still friends with him on Facebook, and so hopefully, hopefully he'll chime in. And I don't know. Well, I'm gonna share this on his podcast, so he heard that.
He's got a podcast.
Oh, I love it.
Glenn's going to tell a story when he
the
kicks his
angriest
ass.
podcast in Western New York.
Yeah.
Things I hate.
I met on his Facebook. I don't know.
Tell him to at me.
At you. Nah, I'm kidding. But no, it's cool that I totally forgot that he's the whole reason behind it.
He's John McLaughlin now. I know that. He doesn't go
was-
by the surname Johnny Mac. That was a whole alter ego. I know he had to put a kibosh to that. He's John
God.
McLaughlin.
Thank God. Gonna put that one in. Oof. But anyways.
Anyway.
That's wow, that was 2006?
06, my man.
That was way back.
That was some Dickie Betts era.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Dickie Betts at Sterling Stage. It was.
Sterling Stage, you did mention that, and I should talk about Sterling Stage while we're on the subject really quick. That place is awesome.
Incredible.
And what Eric does over there is incredible. And I haven't been there in a few years. It's been a while since I've been there, so I imagine it's changed a little bit since
I
I've
feel
been
like
there.
Eric needs to be in what the Sammys.
I feel like there is like a lifetime achievement award for people like Eric that have, like right now he's taken over the Blues Fest and it's become a whole nother animal. It's huge. He's
added an extra day.
Almost everything he touches has like some roots in wanting to be a better part of like the music scene or the community. So I like him. And I've known him for it seems like a dozen years also. And he stayed the same guy, man. He doesn't change his message. Super great and.
He is consistent, man, and that's what a work reputation is based on.
Yeah, man.
Is definitely consistency and work integrity, and just
I'll tell
doing
you what,
the
man,
right thing on a regular basis.
Like they didn't do the Jazz Fest this year in Syracuse.
No.
First year in many years that they haven't done it. But I mean, however it works, I like to see that whole Blues Fest, Jazz Fest.
Definitely,
back to back,
that'd be a
man.
great
Next year, have
mesh
them do
or
that.
blend.
It'd be great.
That's a good idea.
I'll put a pitch in. Somebody give me Joni Mahoney's number.
That's a shame.
Making phone calls.
Yeah, we're making work for ourselves, man.
Yeah, there it is. Hire us for this job.
Are they just taking a year off from Jazz Fest, or
Don't know.
Yeah, it's probably just a
it was
restructuring thing.
It's like it was a no news thing. I was very shocked by it.
We got to get Frank on the horn.
I mean, it's probably not going to be like a Toby Keith restaurant kind of thing where they just pack up and hit the road,
That was quick. That was so quick.
Yeah, how long was that restaurant open for? Like a month?
Who knows? I think the Bogey was open longer.
Hilarious. Dude, you guys go shopping together?
You like that, right?
Did you guys show up in an RV?
No, we're actually Jeeping today, man. I got the doors
Yeah,
and the
man,
top
got
and all the other.
Got the
Jeep's
pegs.
naked outside.
I got the Jeep peg, something I wasn't aware existed.
This is like some Jeep attire, man. We look like we're about to have a great time. Doesn't matter where we go. Right?
Yeah, you do look like you're about to have a good, or go play 9 somewhere.
I still think they look like narcs.
Brian looks like a narc on vacation, like an
Oh.
undercover. I'm sure a lot of people think you're like an undercover cop.
I get a lot of extra respect at places. I walk up to something, they're like, "Yes, sir." Yeah, I didn't even say anything. I
You
like,
call me an asshole right now.
yeah,
Even like when you're on vacation or something, huh?
Yeah, it's tough, man.
that's right.
Kate Adams is checking. She says, "I love those
I do have a tendency
peacekeepers."
to talk to people directly, like, "I need a room. Let's do it now." I would just kind of like, let's move this along.
Yeah.
People tend to listen a little bit more.
That authoritative tone, I try to inflect it into those key moments when I need it.
Can you go to a show as a spectator
Yeah.
and like not zone out the crowd?
Well, I mean, I feel like I like people. Like to be in this industry, you've got to like people. So like, I love crowds. That's my thing. Like, even if it's music I'm not necessarily like personally attached to, if I go with 6 of my friends and there was 4,000 other people, and they're all into this guy, I'm totally going to have a great time. So I love crowds of people, fairs, festivals, you name it. So I go all the time, and I have a great time, even when I'm working. But I do go to shows. I make these guys work them, and I'll take a day off.
See, my problem is when I go to a show, I watch the crowd more than I watch the band or whatever.
But that's the fun, right? People watching is the all-time favorite. It's the cheapest, most entertaining thing you've ever done in your life.
Doubt.
And I notice I'm looking up more now.
Yeah.
I'm looking up. Everywhere I go, anytime I'm in a crowd, I'm working at a bar, I'm always looking up now, like, okay, that's a church. That could be someplace somebody could be at. Like,
see, I'm looking different. Like, I always look at the guy, and I figure it's a $60 ticket, and I got 60 people staring into their phones. And I'm like, what a waste of money, man. They're just like, they're coming to not enjoy this event.
Right. Unless you're Alex Alzheimer, and then you're looking on the ground for everyone that's dropping shit.
Yeah. I do that at the end of the night. Floor gold, absolutely.
The ground scores, man.
Yep.
That's some concert, lottery.
You'd be surprised what you find on the floor.
I found a chair at Modown that I still have to this day.
Big guy chair.
Yeah, the Max Daddy, man. That thing has held up through the test of time.
Yep.
So thank that Wookiee out there for losing that.
This thing is incredible.
Behind.
It's made for big guys. It fits. I think it's like 550 in the bucket, and then I think it's like 350 on the arms. So that's a big boy chair, man.
Yeah.
I still got it. I'm
Nice.
obviously not that size. I could sit there with my lady in my lap and still be good.
Nice.
I know it holds me. I liked it. It was
You
good.
tried stealing it from
First
me a few
time I
times.
came over, I have
That's
tried
the
to get
test.
it from a few things. I've tried to horse trade it for a few things over the years, and I always come up empty. But he's open to the talk anyway. So one day it'll be mine. It'll just I feel like the ground score just makes it more valuable. So.
There's a story behind it. He didn't just go out and buy it. There's
No,
you
he
know.
was
Right.
5 minutes ahead of me. It would have been my chair.
It was
I
right
at
after the
same
Rage
place.
Lincoln speech at Modown.
Oh, the Rage Lincoln speech. That was epic. That's classic, actually.
It is. It's some Modown history.
I think at Mo on the.
You ended up seeing him at summer camp, didn't you?
Yeah, I got selfies with him and everything. Now you made me lose my train of thought.
I'm sorry, man.
Rage. I was
Rage
thinking about
Lincoln.
Rage Lincoln though. That guy is that guy's a trip for sure. Rage.
He
Lincoln.
definitely tripped down the hill a lot that evening.
Yes, he did.
What is your strangest floor find?
My strangest floor find?
Yeah, your best ground score.
Ooh.
Other than that chair, you got another one other than that chair?
There was this one night I was working at a bar, and no bar in particular. At the end of the night, I'm sweeping up, and I end up finding, I think it was like 5 separate grams of cocaine.
Dude, last summer I found a $20 bill, packed the coke,
So
gave it to the cops.
and it came from this one girl in particular that she was wearing a tube top and she wasn't wearing a bra that evening, and every time that she was like putting her cocaine in her boobs, it just kept falling out the bottom. So I think that's what it was from, because I did see it happen once, and at the end of the night I ended up sweeping up all this cocaine that was still bagged up, and I when I have it on the bar, because I swept it into the dustpan, it was during the time that there was like this big craze that there was like this flesh-eating bacteria in the cocaine, but I ended up throwing it out. I ended up giving it to somebody, not necessarily giving it to somebody, but they went into the bathroom, they tried it. They said there was no flesh-eating bacteria.
Probably one of my friends.
Probably. But we ended up just throwing it all out because
You
everyone
do
was
it.
scared.
No, you do it.
So a
You
bunch
do
of
it.
people were snorting off the dustpan, right? Is that what you're saying?
We'll say that, yeah.
Oh my god.
But it was that was probably like the most expensive floor find, I'll say. But that's just one of them that I could pull out out of the top of my head. And there's probably a lot of them out there.
It's always the cleanup, isn't it?
It's usually the cleanup.
It's always the
As well, that's why at the end of the night, at some of these concerts, like after everybody's gone, people are just scouring the grounds, flashlights and heads down, they're kicking cups, they're flipping, people's like overturned,
See, but they're like
nachos and
professionals.
Doritos.
They're either cleaning up or they're the real professional ground scorers. Bars are always going to be the best place to find stuff.
Yeah,
You're
definitely
cleaning.
money and drugs at the bar,
man,
but like
the
at
other
the
night, I found a golf club had just a big furry cover that goes over it, like 3 or 4 small bags of weed in it. 3 or 4 bouncers that you clean up the pre-party in the parking lot. Everybody leaves. Owner said, "I'll pick up all the bottles and stuff." 3 or 4 guys ahead of me walked. They thought it was a rat. It was like a big furry thing. I kind of kicked it. It wasn't a rat. And I was like, holy crap, there's weed in it. Someone said, yeah, you find all that stuff at bars, man. You find money.
Yes.
You find a lot of money, man.
Yeah, lots of money. You know,
the Westcott Theater's been lucrative. I got to believe I found probably over $200.
And that's
in
not
small
from
increments, fives. They're dirty though. I mean, that floor just has a way of staying extra wet by the bar.
And then there's people that do like that other scoundrel shit, and I'll use that word again. But like they'll put like a $5 bill in the urinal.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like people are pissing on it all night. Who's going to fucking take it? You know, that kind of shit. You know, barroom antics. Those are always fun. I like hijinks.
You always got to look at floor at a bar. Always. I remember electric company when I found like $20 in ones just sitting on the floor.
That's probably all the rail. Wherever the bar is, just kind of walk along and,
Definitely.
You can get a free drink out of it.
Looking for the
drink
ground
chips.
Well, even at a Saranac concert, if you're looking on the ground, you could definitely find beer tickets all over the place. You got free beer,
fall out of your pocket and stuff.
They just incredible.
That's
all
true
day.
story.
Doesn't matter what color, they'll take it.
I found a $50 bill on the ground once, just sitting there. Nobody walked outside.
All rolled up.
No, it was flat. No, but I did find a 20 all rolled up, and it actually had some shit in it last year. And I was like, whoa. Gave that to the police officers. I want nothing to do with it.
It's always funny. I always see these tiny sandwich bags, but I never see these tiny sandwiches that, go into these bags. You know what I mean?
You ever feel like when, like, you just said that you give, like, your drugs or whatever you find to a cop, you ever feel like they're like, why didn't you just throw it in the garbage? Why are you making this my job?
Well, because it's in a $20 bill.
It's like a bowl full of weed. It's like, just pretend you never gave that to me and go throw it in the garbage.
Right.
Yep.
But
actually, last night
it's under our job.
There was a funny encounter last night with some of the UPD and some of the spectators at the show at Revolution last night.
Mm-hmm.
This one kid runs over to the cop and he goes, "Hey, man, I'm gonna smoke this. Is that cool?" For real? Yeah. Like he's like, "I'm gonna
buy him a ticket."
And the guy was just like, the cop just shook his head and just went, "Go over there." He goes, "Go away,
Shoo-wook, don't bother.
Go away." But it's just you could tell the kid. You could tell the wook was really drunk and just like, "I'm gonna ask the cop if I can smoke this joint." Is in that.
He's gonna
mode.
post it on Facebook later.
And the
with
cop
this
just
moment
shook
of
his head.
glory.
He's like, "Go get away from me. Go get away from me. Do what you're gonna do.
Jump. Get out of here. Scram.
Anyways,
Beat it.
You guys got a gig? You don't have a gig tonight. Tomorrow?
No, we got tonight off.
Yeah, tonight's off, man. That's
tomorrow.
That's why you got us today, man. We could work tomorrow if we really wanted to, but Saturday is the big day. We got a big show.
We got JP's anti-violence thing up in Watertown.
Oh yeah, that's this weekend.
Yeah, that's worth giving a quick shout. He's gonna
that's this weekend
up there. Yeah,
with all that remains.
On the river. Yeah,
right on. Big ups to JP, man. He's an old school friend and. He's doing the anti-violence show again. This is like his second installing of that, and the first one was huge.
Yeah.
We had him up. In fact, JP was the one who gave us that palette art right there on the wall. The Hulk.
Yeah, I saw like he's always posting it on his Facebook. Some of the stuff's great. Yeah, that's a nice piece.
Yeah, it's
the
pretty cool.
Great.
I love that. And JP gave that to us. He was on here, and so much love and respect out to JP. He's doing really good things with that. So that's this Saturday.
Yeah, we have Old Crow Medicine Show at Omegang. Dan Smalls. President's show, and then we're going to go up to SPAC and help them out for Dave Matthews.
Wow, you're busy.
Wow.
We are.
Yeah, man.
That's a triple dipping.
Yeah.
You're a triple dipper, Brian.
Small crews, but, send the right guys to the right places.
Right.
And, we're a good supplement for other bigger venues, and that's another niche that, we really help with a lot. Is, we work well with so many other teams and crews that, we get called back frequently. So it's good, when they have bigger stuff and they need the extra guys, they look for another watch guard patrol company to help them supplement. So
that's us, man.
Yeah.
We got you.
And your crew's legit.
Fantastic, man. That skill set's welcome everywhere. People really love them.
You have many, many guys that you can rely on, which is good. You're lucky, including Mr. Amigo over here.
That's how we get down, man. That's how we fly our flags all over the place.
Only on the D.
Yeah. I love that.
Only on the D.
Are you working next Friday?
I can give you a definite perhaps.
What's next Friday? Oh,
that's no, I'm not working. No, I'm not working. I will be there
at
the Electric Company reunion party next Friday.
EC reunion party, man.
EC reunion party. It's going down next Friday. We're partying down at Wakely's, the old EC, 700 Varick Street. Come on down. It's gonna be a good time. We have Blackberry
Smoke.
Yeah, that's the Blackberry Smoke show. I know, but hey, listen.
What time does that start?
And I'm telling all my friends.
What time's the party start?
We're starting kind of early, and
The band goes on at 9.
The band's on at 9. Moon
Oh,
Boot.
We'll be there early doing a show.
Yeah, well,
We'll be there all day and night. But that's going down. We do have Blackberry Smoke over at Paper Mill that night, and
You're not working. You're going to be at your party.
I have to be at my party, of course. I'm the one that booked it.
you can't just meet the party.
I mean, I can make sure I'll be there, and I'm not working paper.
You're not late if you don't show up.
One of the perks.
But I know some of the crew was like, "Man, why'd you book this same day as Blackberry Smoke?" I booked this show way before you guys booked Blackberry Smoke. Way before. This was booked back in February, believe it or not.
Where's Chuck going to be? That's what I want.
Chuck's going to be Blackberry. I don't know. It'd be great if he was with me, though.
Maybe have Nardi run that. And
yeah, Nardi run anything would be amazing.
No, he's a...
Anyways, that's going down. The EC reunion party next Friday over at Wakely's. Moon Boot Lover providing the entertainment. I hope to see a bunch of my own friends there, man, including Moon Boot Lover. And Cooney's saying that's what's up. I know Cooney and the crew is going to be out.
That's what's up, Cooney.
That's a cool band, man. I saw him on a blues train down out of Cooperstown.
And it's funny you mentioned that. The reason why they're playing that day is because on Saturday they're playing the blues train in Cooperstown.
What a good time that train. My
really
first time
is.
ever, man. It was fantastic.
I remember you invited me that
Yeah, it was
last
good,
year.
man. Yep.
It's a
It was
lot of
with
fun.
Sean.
Yeah.
Sean from Omegan, yeah.
Yeah, you take the cruise on the train and Moon Boot's playing. You drink a bunch of beers. You come back, relax. It's a really, really cool.
It's a hidden gym. You don't even know that's there until you actually pull in like a little train lot and you realize they do like cowboy trains. And I almost want to do one of the little kid ones and be on like a train robbery.
Yeah.
They have the good ones.
Yeah, the Loomis gang. They do that for the Adirondack Scenic Railroad.
Yep.
But yeah, so I want to see all my old friends over at the EC reunion party next Friday night at Wakely's. We're going to start, get there around 7-ish. We're going to do some podcasting and hanging out. And DJ East One's going to be there spinning some classic hip-hop and some soul and old school R&B and some funk. So, and then Moon Boot Lover at 9 o'clock. So talk to my boys from Saranac. They're going to be delivering some prizes and giveaways for us. So we're going to have some hats and T-shirts and whatever else Saranac can provide for us. I'm looking forward to that, throwing some stuff out. And, yeah, who knows? Got some tricks up our sleeves, too. We're going to be making some big announcements, too, when we're there. Now, I'm not going to make that announcement until we make that.
He's not even telling me.
I like announcements for announcements. Those are my favorite.
I am making an announcement for an announcement, and that announcement is going to happen at the EC reunion party next Friday.
Oh.
You're
very
announcement
nice.
before the
So
announcement.
You're like that chick on Facebook that puts, fuck my life. And then when people are like, what's wrong? Nothing.
Well, if you want to know the big announcement, and we'll be talking about, of course, after the reunion, we'll be making that announcement. But during the reunion, we're going to talk about what we got going on. We got some shit up these things. Sleeves that I don't wear and can't get let in the bars for not wearing. Anyways.
He's got sleeves on today.
That's still a rule.
Believe it or not.
You're promoting violence.
It's summertime. It's summertime. I don't wear sleeves. I'm lucky. I can't believe I got them on today.
I know, I'm surprised.
Anyways. EC reunion party Friday night. Come on out for that.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So maybe you guys can make it.
Only on the D.
Maybe you guys can make it. I hope you could.
I will.
Brian's like, I'm coming.
I will be there.
Only on the D.
I love that. Anyhow, anything else you want to plug before we get out of here?
I got nothing, man.
You got nothing?
I got nothing.
I'm
Thanks
so
for
glad.
the invite.
Thank you so much for coming, man. This was a lot of fun, chopping it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And just knowing about security and I know about security, but
we could definitely get a good debrief. And I mean, this is
I was a little intimidated.
We popped
Like,
Brian's
I
cherry,
blew him off.
It's
just like this media thing's like your thing. You're such a natural personality here, man. I'm not my, it's stuff. I'm sweating. I got sweaty palms. I feel like that roast. I'm just up there. My palms are sweating. And I'm trying to.
His knees weak, arms are heavy.
Ah, yes, Chucky loves roast.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, that's right. Brian, I didn't even write a joke for you. I didn't even write, and I was like, I can't believe I didn't get one in there.
Everybody
for Brian.
said that. We got nothing bad to say about
We
Brian.
got nothing bad to say about him.
It's good when you're in a roast.
That's how you know you made it, man.
I crucified everybody on that panel, but you.
Good. Appreciate it.
No, I wanted to get you.
We should have more of those. I mean,
We need another
did
one.
one for you. I'd like to do that again. That was good.
That was a great roast.
Yeah. But we got to find somebody that would do it.
Maybe Chucky or Fred Matt.
Fred Matt, we've talked about that with Fred.
Wow, Fred Matt would be a great candidate.
I mean, it's a tough one.
That's an echelon roast.
I already have my speech for that written, done, signed, sealed, delivered. If we roast Fred Matt, that's it. He's done.
That'd be good. We should roast Chippy. We could roast,
there's
the classic family.
Here's the thing, too, is you got to find somebody who can be able to dish it back out. They got to be able to take it, but you got to be able to dish it back out. And Chucky Loves Roast was hilarious.
That was great.
That was a lot of fun. That was. Yes. So, guys, thanks so much for coming in. Before we get out of here, though, I do got to give love to our sponsors. If you need legal help quick,
you better call Nick.
I seen him last night at Revolution. He was out there hanging out, taking pictures with the band and stuff. And our boy Nick Pasalakwa doing big things in the community. If you need legal help quick, call Nick, 315-500-NICK, or hit him up online at cnytriallaw.com. It's Thursday, chicken. So that means tomorrow off. Probably do a live Facebook, though. I like doing those on Friday. Just like, hey, here I am. Don't forget about me. Whatever.
Look at me.
Anyways,
look at me.
And then Sunday we'll be over at the brewery for Dispatch, the Saranac Brewery. So come on out for that. Need more information? Buy some tickets at www.cctix.com. Go. Much love to our boy Chuck Chao, of course. He's like the glue that kind of holds us all together in a way.
Roast him.
Yeah. We thought about it, but I don't know, pal. I don't know if I want my dirty laundry out there. And believe me, I've asked him so many times. And then people are like, it's too easy to roast Chao. But that's the beauty of it. And it would be for charity. You don't do roast
He would
just
laugh
to roast.
the loudest.
Right.
I know he would. He would. He would be laughing the loudest.
Yeah. I got him a couple times at Chucky's roast. I had to. That was fun.
Could always put Stacy up there.
Stacy would be good, and she's been a part of a couple panels before. She was on mine, and of course Chucky's, and she's good. She's always got great singers.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, if she's into it, we'll find a good charity that she's behind, and maybe raise some money for that. It's got to be for charity, though. You have to do a roast.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how it goes. I do want to remind everybody they can listen to this podcast and previous podcast of all the cool content we have on the D at disruptionnetwork.net. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. All the social media platforms, we got them down. We got them cornered. We're there. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. So that's what we're doing. Barn burner of a week next week, chicken. We got Root Shot coming in next week. Peter Prince is going to be calling in. We've got... who else is here? Hopefully our boy Paul from Wakely's is going to be coming in too to talk about that. And off the top of my head, I can't remember, but I know there's like 2 guests each day. So we're busy, real busy. So, got anything you want to plug before you're out here?
No.
If you're out at Saranac Thursday tonight, do not be a dick.
Right. Yes.
Don't be a dick. All right. Drink water. Hydrate.
Yes.
Hydrate
or dehydrate, man.
You need to hydrate. That's our PSA for the day. So, and we'll see you on Monday, right? Pretty much we'll be back on Monday. We'll see you on Monday. See you guys.
Bye.
We are
See you.
a generation of lost masculinity, and we got to start getting it back. No matter if you're straight or gay, no matter if you stick it in the front or you stick it in the rear. For the love of our sons, we've got to stick it in there like a man. Never you mind what I'm making. You should spend some time taking a personal inventory of what you're doing for the betterment of society.
EC Radio.
Get excited. It's the Electric Company reunion party Friday, July 20th at Wakely's, 700 Varick Street. That's right, 700 Varick Street, the old EC. We're getting the gang back together, and we're partying old EC style. Peter Prince and Moonboo Lover will be providing the live entertainment. It's only a $5 cover at the door. Live broadcast from the D, raffles, games, prizes, and a few special announcements we're going to be making on this night. Get excited, because you know there ain't no party like an EC party, because the EC party don't stop. Friday, July 20th at Wakely's. See you there.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalakwa. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalakwa & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Passalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Passalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Only on the D!